I'm Rachel Abink for Inside Pool Extreme News. I'm here at the 2008 Super Billiards Expo with Vanessa
Yes.
from Boston. How you doing, Vanessa?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. So what brings you here to the Super Billiards Expo?
Well, I was hoping to play again. I played last year, but unfortunately my entry didn't get in on time, so I was waitlisted. But I'm looking forward to next year's event, definitely.
Right. So back behind here, this is behind the scenes sort of area, right? Like this is the pit, the gamblers, the people who are trying to get in stroke. What brings you in the behind the scenes part of the tournament?
Well, if I'm not playing in the tournament, you can always find some action in the back. And honestly, from a female standpoint, I find it extremely satisfying to be able to get on that table, have these, let's say, a male-dominated sport, and be able to just, let's say, run out or
That's cool.
just kind of show them that, you know, females are still in the sport as well.
Right. So you're representing.
That's right.
That's right on. Are you learning anything off of these fine players?
Oh, I learn every single day. You watch people like this caliber of sportsmanship that's shown especially at Valley Forge, you don't find anywhere else, honestly. I mean, you've got the best of the best here all over the world.
Who's your favorite player to watch?
I would have to say either John Schmidt or Allison Fisher.
Right. Okay. And Allison Fisher's here. They're actually having a women's top 10 invited pro event. So are you going to be over there watching that?
Oh, absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah. And what are your aspirations as far as pool goes?
Well, I mean, I've always had a love for a game, and it's honestly, since very young, it's looked like magic. You know, and it's as you learn more of the game, you realize that you have control over what's going on, and it fascinates me to be able to execute the way they do and display magic. You know, it's like showing these tricks that seem so difficult, but there's a lot of simplicity behind them.
And obviously, the players are very accessible at this event. You can really get close to the good players, the underworld, get intimate with these players. What is the number one thing you get out of coming to this tournament?
Learning new techniques, new tricks, just things that you haven't heard before, and just everyone has something to add and a different flavor and a different spice, and there's no one correct way to do something, and the more you learn how to do something, the more angles and variations, the more you perfect the sport.
What is the one thing do you think that all these pool players could do to help generate more money in our industry?
Be more open-minded and understand the different techniques. There's no one right way to do something, no one wrong way, and to change the games. Like, don't just play 9-ball and 8-ball. Let's see, one pocket is an excellent game that will teach you a lot about safeties, let's say. 3-cushion billiards teach you more about your angles, snooker, more accuracy on shots. There's so many games out there other than 8-ball and 9-ball that can be dominated.
Right. How long did it take for you to learn to a point where you feel like you could compete at this game?
I think you can always compete. It doesn't matter if you're first day playing pool. I think if you compete from the very beginning, that will get rid of that nervousness, because you have people that have been playing for so long and all of a sudden they get to that table and everyone's watching and the competition's there and they're not making the shots they used to.
Right.
So you should always compete, no matter what level you are.
Right. So how long have you been playing pool, and what are your goals as far as this game?
I haven't been playing that long, maybe about 5 or 6 years, and but I'm very, let's say, gung-ho about it. Like, once I do something, I like to perfect it. I mean, I was playing every single day, just wanted to learn, just from everyone. Any pro that I saw, I asked questions. And I would just say, if you want to get into the sport, as long as you good-hearted, because there's this whole misconception about hustling and this and that.
Right. You're right.
The game is very pure in itself, and it gets tainted a little bit, just like anything else in life. But behind it, it's an incredibly rewarding game and extremely, I don't know, it's...
So these gambling challenge matches, you would say it's not really a negative connotation towards the game?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely not, because you have these people that bring this creativity to the game that you wouldn't see in a televised event. They bring a lot more different types of flavor, let's say, and they're willing to do things that you wouldn't normally do at some kind of, event that would be, within this pro and more proper and prim. This is more of the nitty-gritty.
The raw, down and dirty, yeah.
Absolutely.
So there you have it from Vanessa, folks. You got to get here to get some flavor, watch the flavor, and build your flavor. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Abink. Check out Inside Pool Mag for more billiard news and behind the scenes.